Alright. There we go. Hello, Twitch TV. We are currently live with our Warcraft Fangs of the Moon campaign. It's a RPG, or a Dungeons & Dragons D&D 5e rule set in the world of Warcraft. And we're going to play around with some night elves, no dwarves yet, a gnome, and a Gilnean human druid, who is technically a werewolf at the same time. So, yay! Lots of fun. Anyways, we'll go ahead and dive right on in, unless the players wish to stop my crusade of death. Or undeath, as the case may be.
What if we do wish to stop that, but we still want to dive right in?
Well, then you'll have to dive in and then see if you can't stop it. Anyways.
What, we use your bag of holding to transport this giant green thing somewhere safe so evil people can't get to it.
Yes, something like that. Anyways, Warcraft Fangs of the Moon, Episode 17, Enter the Darkness. With the trail of Leona now behind a portal, the party looked around for other clues. The trail led them to the home of what looked like a student or someone who was cramming for finals, and down a hole that led to the most marvelous smells. There they found a small group of people who seemed to be devoted to someone other than the light, or Elune. And after a small tussle, and a large green crystal looms before them. What is that thing? And now we go off into the creepiness. And all the computers die. Oh no, custom model doesn't want to be imported. Which one doesn't want to be imported? Oh, the dog again. Really? Really? You don't want Kyrath in dog form out and about.
Alright, wolf form?
Okay, I don't know why you're talking about a dog.
Okay. Yeah.
Kyrath, when you transform, do you look like this? Or something meaner?
I look like something way bigger.
Oh.
He wishes that big. It
That's what
save my
Siegfried
size
looked like.
either.
He wishes he looked this cute. This is pretty adorable.
Mm-hmm.
That's weird. Sorry,
She's just
puppy.
mad because I keep pulling her cheek.
Yeah.
Like this. She's not a fan.
There we go. We've got Kyrath, Kylar, Oriana, or Zariana, whichever name it is this week. No, you don't have an issue with
It's
that.
Oriana. It's always Oriana.
Yep, I know. Alright, making sure I've got everything. You are supposed to be revealing Fog of War, not ignoring. Why are you ignoring Fog of War? Really? What the... Okay, anyways, live tutorial on how to change everything on Tabletop Simulator to make everything reveal stuff and not hide. Anyways, as you three are just now finished up with a little bit of combat, you walk towards this green crystal. The closer you get to it, the more it seems to pulsate a green energy. And in a moment, in a flicker, a flash of green energy passes throughout the entire room. At about the center part of the crystal, two black shadows begin to form. The shadows begin to waft off like smoke.
You have your bag of holding, cause like you should just shove it in there. We can figure out what to do with it later.
And as you say that, the eyes look at you, Katesh.
We should really put it. Yes, we should really put it in a bag of holding. That way, if anything that's stuck, it'll just be stuck in the bag. You should do that.
That is quite the idea. I wonder why. Oh wait, I already took precautions against such. But it is a pleasure to finally meet you, adventurers. I see you have the Night Warrior with you. Curious that you would bring her.
I shadow meld in the shadows.
I can see why he has interest in her as well.
Barry, I shadow meld into the shadows.
Okay.
As soon as he starts talking about me. Like,
His eyes follow you.
What is going on?
As he's talking to you, his eyes follow you.
I put my face right in Audric's ear. I'm like, this guy's really bad at keeping secrets. I think we should keep him talking. But also maybe we should leave. Like really slowly. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to be straight with you. I don't even what is this? Who is this? We're just here. We were just touring the sewers and saw some bad stuff going on. We were like, who are you? Like, what is happening? Why do we care? I don't really care, really. Personally, I don't. You know what this do it in the crystal is? I got nothing.
I see you have killed Scott. That is most unfortunate, but he will be useful anyways.
did you say we killed a guy named Squat?
Scott.
Oh. I was worried that his parents were really bad at naming.
Never mind, I've only put the bodies in the bag of holding so I can't resurrect them as undead. I did that right in Audric's ear. That's what he's saying in Audric's ear.
Are you trying to be stealthy about it?
I'm whispering it legit as quietly into Audric's ear. There's no way anyone else should be able to hear that.
Roll stealth.
I'm not leaning near him and whispering, I'm legit in his ear.
Roll stealth. Okay. There's just the two floating eyes on the crystal. No other facial features.
If you're interested in me and know that I'm the Night Warrior, and you know who I serve, and I'm pretty sure that she and those around who work for her are powerful enough to take care of a little crystal and any of his undead minions.
You consider, or you think that this crystal is my form? What if I told you?
No, I think that it's pretty lame that that's what you're using as your form for now, or messaging. I'm pretty sure that the rays of the moon are more powerful than whatever fell magic you've got going on in here.
Given time, I shall be more powerful than your Elune. She will fall before me.
That's kind of funny, because every time someone said that, she's beaten them. I'm not really sure why you think it'll be different this time. Also, since you're in a talkative mood, if this isn't your real form, where are you? Where are you based at? Maybe we can come find you. Say hello in person.
Curious line of investigation. Not one that I will acquiescence to, but clever nonetheless.
Clever. I'm just making conversation.
Yes. And I was there a
Is
few
there any
years ago.
magic or are there actually runes on the ground like that?
Yes.
Can I investigate those while he's talking or something?
Yes, there are runes on the ground. Matter of fact, they are not on the ground; they are floating.
Oh. Have to make an Arcana check or something.
To know what they are, yes, you do.
Oh, also, I had used a divine sense at the end of the last session, and I don't think you ever told me what I sensed with it.
Okay, remind me again what that gives you.
You can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by spell or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Celestial, undead, or fiend. Okay. The easy one, you can tell that Oriana is right behind you. You sense this crystal is magical. You don't sense any fiend or any undead magic in it. There's no being there. You don't currently sense any particular undead yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's magical, but it's not. So there's the being isn't actually here, so it's just a communication-y thing. Okay, I'm smashing it. Smashing it with my
I
hand.
got a 17 on my Arcana check.
Okay, your Arcana check picks up that, yeah, it's magical. It's particularly... You don't have detect magic flow up and running in your wolf form right now, so it's kind of you have to switch out of wolf form in order to use it. But it is definitely magical. You can smell the arcane influences coming out, and you can also tell that the crystal is magical as well. It's floating, so it's kind of like...
Does it look like something that I could use to spell magic successfully against?
He's gonna.
You can
Katesha's
try.
gonna smash it.
Katesh is going in for a melee swing. What was your total?
Well, I can make 2 attacks per round. So first one was an 11, which is mediocre. And the second one is even worse, a 10.
Oh,
No, a 12 and a 12 and a 10.
a 12 and a 10. Okay.
But really, I'm just gonna keep swinging until I hit it.
Okay, the 12 did hit. Its AC is 12.
Never mind.
So your first attack will hit. And go, boom.
I had a point of inquiry about the magical weapon.
Okay.
So when it says use once per round, this item can be used to unleash the holy energy stored to deal an extra 38 radiant damage. Does that like deplete energy from it, or is that just once per round using the energy?
No, it's once per round. It acts like Divine Smite.
Okay.
Only
Okay.
once per
So,
round.
but it doesn't make the energy go away.
Correct.
Okay, so I can use that every single round.
Pretty much. I gave you a really
I'll do
good.
that.
I gave you a really good weapon.
Yeah, I was just double checking that. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
So that's 3d8. Oh my goodness, terrible damage rolls. 18 plus 6, that's 24 damage.
Your first swing, you rear back and swing into the crystal, and it goes boom, and a small little sliver falls down.
I will pick that up. That sounds fun. I'll
Okay.
grab that sliver.
Okay. Let me make note of that. Okay. And after you swing the first time, the eye seemed to let out a nice chuckle. I take it you do not like me.
No, typically we don't really like people who try to kill us. You must be a strange individual. But if you're not really going to tell us anything useful and you're just going to sit here and taunt us, I think Katesh has the right idea. And I cast Sacred Flame on it.
Okay. That a dex save or a con save?
It's a dex.
Okay, dex, you're fine. You can go ahead and roll damage.
Yes. It's radiant damage.
Okay.
It's not undead or anything, so I don't think that matters.
I don't know. Maybe radiant
It's the
damage does
crystal.
stuff against fell things. You don't know. I'm just saying.
It could. Could not. Zeri, you might want to kick your camera.
What?
You might want to kick your camera. Oh, there it goes.
Okay, so that's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Okay. Audrey, what are you doing?
I don't know, because if I shift out of full form, then I only have one shift left. And my player sense is telling me that this is probably not a 3rd level spell that I can just instantly dispel with one spell, because that doesn't seem very feasible. So I don't really want to waste it. Did it look like when I was looking at the runes that there's any way to... I mean, they're written in the air, so it's not like they're made out of ink that I can just try to smudge with my paw or something. They're floating in the air.
No, whatever magic...
Know what I can do.
It appears whatever magic is used to hold this crystal up in the air or activate it, it has already been cast, and the magic, the mana, is already filling the air.
If I had Identify, I would use that, but all I have is Detect Magic, and we already know that it's magic, so that's not really going to do much either.
Okay.
I'll just look at Oriana.
Okay.
And be like, and then signal that she should use message on me so I can tell her something.
I already got that with just looking at me.
Yeah. Alright. Your attempts are curious. I figured you would have wanted to discuss things a bit more. Perhaps even join. Is that... Yes, Zane. I am glad you are here. Your sister is quite at home. At least sometimes. You know how younger ladies can be. Little bit rebellious.
Okay, I switched back to human form.
Oh, it's a trap. No.
Wit sister.
Say again, because you said I only
Witch
caught...
sister.
Oh, witch sister.
Audric, no. Audric, it's a trap.
I see you have
Yeah,
particular...
Bye, fun weird things in the ruins. I'm leaving. Bye. I'm gonna go question your associates, who I'm sure will tell me more than you without the taunting stupidity, because I'll be able to crush your skull. And bye. Have fun with your evil plans. We'll stop you. Blah blah blah. I'm sure it'll be fun. Catch you later.
Curious. Your sister would be quite helpful as well, little one. Oh, by the way,
Now she can rotten hell for all I care. So.
I've noticed you've killed Rosa. That won't do. Rosa, my dear, dispatch them. And at about that point, you do see a green beam come out of the crystal and go towards the female form that you were fighting earlier.
Can I try to use Dispel Magic on it?
Can we...
Audric, I told you to put him inside the leg of holding.
I also wanted to do something at that. I want to cast Sacred Flame at the body.
Okay, at the body. Okay, y'all are gonna have to give me initiative checks. You're wanting to do Dispel Magic, okay. You're gonna have to roll really well.
Nat 20, please.
Natural 20! Natural 20!
I rolled a nat 20 on my initiative.
Oh, Sarah.
Too bad
Dang
I
it.
don't want to do it.
Wrong K name. I was so excited.
Sorry. I don't have to spell magic. I apologize.
Well, there we go.
Oh, so close.
It's so close.
That's the wrong one.
Using
You're
your
all
spell
19.
casting
It's
ability.
still like a 25 though, isn't it?
6. Okay. So,
It says my plus spell attack. Yeah, it's 6. So I guess it's a 25.
yeah, it would be a 25 total.
Good. That's
As,
really good.
as your sacred flame goes off, it hits the body. The body, unfortunately, rolled a really low initiative, so your flame hit it before anything happens. Sorry. Audric, your dispel magic, unfortunately, that's not high enough. 26, unfortunately, does not work. It's a very high-level necromantic spell.
Wait, you said that my
She was trying to
Sacred flame did
disintegrate
hit
the
her?
body with the flame. That was what she was attempting. She wasn't attempting to do damage after
Okay.
it was res. She was trying to disintegrate the body.
Wait, so is that
Yeah.
just because it's higher than a 3rd level spell, so it just doesn't even work against it, or what?
No, higher than a 3rd level spell, you have to roll for it and get above a certain difficulty.
Well, I thought it says 10 plus the spell's level. So even if it was a level 9 spell, the difficulty's only 19, right?
It's a
I thought
GM
9
spell.
was the highest level
Um,
spell.
No, actually, there would be higher than 9, unfortunately.
Level 15?
I think 10 is the high, or no, 12 is the highest that they've said, but yeah.
My player
And it-
suspicions were correct.
It's also, it would also be a contested spell at that, and I didn't roll for it. Because it would be plus his spellcasting modifier, and I don't know if you want to go up against a level 30 spellcasting modifier.
I mean, I don't see anything about contested in this description. It doesn't.
Okay, since I rolled high on my initiative, I'm going to walk right over to the body, and then I'm going to save my attack action for as soon as it pops back like it's alive, and I'm going to smash it to death with my hammer. And this is the next round, so I can use my radiant damage on it again. That's my plan.
That's
what I'm going to do.
what did my spell do?
Your spell, the Sacred Flames, hit the body. Let me double check and see if it's actual fire or if it's
It's radiant.
radiant fire. That's
Yeah, it is. Fire of the gods.
flame-like radiance descends upon the creature. Okay, so it's not actual fire. That unfortunately would actual fire would have helped. Nope. Your sacred flame goes off. It hits the body and seems to hurt the body. Unfortunately, it doesn't do anything to whatever is coming up.
Okay.
Okay. And Kitesh walked right back over and is now holding action to smack it.
Yeah, well, she's laying on the ground, right? So I should just be able to, like, put my foot on her and prevent her from standing up so I can just bash her skull in.
If you want to, you can. Yeah.
Little gnome boot on the neck. Bam!
Yeah, I ain't messing with no undead. Like, I'm from the Plague Lands. Like, we put that stuff down. I'm just like,
Okay.
I'm prepping a swing for as soon as it comes back to light. Comes
Okay.
back to light. I'm gonna smash its face in.
Okay. All right. As you guys prepare for your next, for the next turn, the corpse has its turn, so to say. The form itself begins to lift up just gently, as white wisps begin to, almost a white smoke begins to come off the body, and eventually the body itself falls flat on the ground, and the smoke begins to form a particular undead creature.
Like a spectral creature?
It does appear very see-through. Matter of fact, you can see Katesh through
Ethereal?
it. Not quite ethereal, more incorporeal. Katesh, if you want, you can try your melee attack.
Yeah, it's gonna go well, everybody.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have a magical weapon.
I rolled my first one was a 21, and my second one was a 9.
21 and a 9. Okay, the 21 will hit.
Alright, I'll use my awesomeness. Since I'm pretty sure this is like an undead terribleness, I'm gonna use the charge on the hammer, and also I'm gonna use one of my actual divine smites
Okay.
on top of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where is my divine smite? Where is that? It's somewhere. I need to mark it that I did it. So where is it?
Is it in your features?
I'm trying to find it in my features.
It should be under
Should be
your.
features and traits.
Should be
I know I
actions
have
as
it.
well.
Divine smite. There it is. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's just one still. It's one spell slot, right? Okay. I forgot exactly what it was. One spell slot. Okay, so that's 2d8 extra. Okay, so I'm rolling 5d8 radiant damage on this guy. So that. Oh, come on! I only rolled one. So then that's a 19 plus 6, so 25 radiant damage. Or does the initial, not the 1d8, do not do?
How many d8 did you roll?
I rolled 5.
5?
Yeah.
So the weapon, and then okay, roll 2 more d8s.
Yeah. So 6, so 31 damage.
Not bad, pretty good. That's
Ooh,
a good
dang.
solid hit. You have its attention, so to say.
Oh yay! I love having undead things' attention. That makes me so happy. That's what I always wanted.
Since that was your reaction, it gets to go. Or this is its turn. I need everybody to make. Let's see here. Where was it? A Constitution saving throw.
Is this a
As-
magical effect?
That's what I've been trying to
No.
figure out.
Because you was a gnome, you get advantage.
Although the only listings against magic I have are intelligence, wisdom, and charisma, so I don't think anything constitution-y is actually magic.
Okay. All
I
right.
got 11. 11.
I also rolled an 11.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
That's interesting.
No, it's not. Hold
What's the
on.
range on that? Oh, you might actually luck out, Zeri. This is gonna be fun.
Oh,
Five.
hold on.
10,
Hold on.
15, 20, 25.
I am gonna. Oh, no. Oh.
Some of you guys do have inspiration.
Never mind. This only adds to it.
Some of you guys have inspiration.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, I do still have
Yeah.
inspiration. I don't remember why I have
I'm
inspiration.
gonna use my inspiration.
I don't trust an 11. 11 sounds not normal. Oh, I rolled worse. Yeah,
Ouch.
inspiration worthless.
Well, okay. I use my inspiration. I'm also gonna use Blessing of Elune.
Okay.
I gotta help myself out here.
Okay. I believe you do as well, Kyrath.
Yeah.
10.
The GM is suggest. What was your roll? 11. For Constitution.
I mean, I barely have a 50% chance of doing better, so yes. I guess
If you're
I'll
not
use
higher
it.
than a 13, I suggest you do one.
Okay, 20.
Okay. Okay, so
I rolled a 13.
you rolled a 13. Okay. Kyrath rolled a 20. Kylar, what did you roll eventually? What was it?
11.
Okay. You did get your nice hit in, Kylar. Kitesh is really happy about that hit. That's a good hit, by the way. But
He's regretting his life choices right now, though.
But as the spectral form of this particular ghostly entity lets out a wail, it pierces each of you very deeply, and you're like, ugh, and knocks the wind out of you. As you guys are looking down, catching your breath, you look back up, and Kitesh, you are on the ground. 0 hit points.
Is he dying or dead?
He is in a state of dying.
Okay.
You two? However, since you succeeded, you take 6. Yeah, let me make sure there's no modifier. Yeah, you take 6 psychic damage.
Who takes 6 psychic?
Audric and Oriana. That's if you succeeded on the save, you take 3d6 psychic damage. Kitesh did not. He is on the ground.
Does that count as taking damage?
Nope. What effect are you thinking of using?
Hellish Rebuke.
This is
It's a
actually
re-
not taking damage. If you had succeeded, yes, it would, but unfortunately, no, not this time. I've already looked that one up because I had to look it up to see what would happen with Audric, since druids have weird stuff, and druids. Anyways, the wail dissipates, and the creature, the spectral entity, looks towards you two. Oriana, Audric. Used its movement, used its action, and it's done. So that would bring it to, I believe Audric had the higher initiative. Yeah. Okay, Audric, it's your turn. You just got a really interesting headache. It wasn't heavily painful, but it was definitely hurt. It definitely hurt. And you see Kitesh is lying face down on the ground.
Well, I guess Oriana's a
I can
healer,
take
so
care-
she's got spare the
Yeah.
die. So, I guess I will cast Moonbeam.
Maybe you don't have that spell anymore, but I have other spells.
You don't have spare the dying.
Moonbeam.
He's dying. We need to spare him. This is a perfect opportunity.
I have cure wounds. I can do that.
Okay. Well, anyways, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam, It's a 5-foot radius, so I'm gonna do it like right there.
Okay. Okay.
So that it doesn't hit Katash.
Yeah, I was gonna double check and make sure you did that. Yeah, look, give me a light sphere. I want a light sphere because that's cool. What color light you want?
Pale white.
Okay, so white light. Okay, doosh. Yee. And you want it right here? Or right here?
Yeah, I don't know. It says a radius of 5 feet, so I'm assuming it goes in between 4 squares and affects all of them, or I don't know exactly how it works.
That sounds like that's how that reads to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
the 2x2 area.
Yeah, it would be considered 2x2. Okay, so it'll sit right there because why not? It doesn't want to stay where I want it to. Okay. So, you cast Moonbeam.
Oh, you have moonbeams. Yes.
Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Yeah, the DC is 14.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh, Saka.
I don't suppose this counts as a shape changer since it's made out of fog and can change its shape however it wants.
No, it's not a shape changer. What kind of magic
Darn it.
is it?
That would be so useful.
It's evocation. It does
Okay.
radiant damage.
Yeah, I was looking for radiant. Okay, so go ahead and roll 2d10, or unless you cast it at a higher level.
No.
Add an additional d8 to it. No, make it a d10. Make it 3d10 total.
Okay, just ignore that then.
Okay, so we got a total of 10.
Same thing, anyway. That's
Okay.
13 damage.
Okay.
And I guess I'll use my movement to...
Action, movement. You still have a bonus action.
Well, I don't know if I want to go... I sort of want to go over by Katash, but like, I don't know. If it's
I have
melee
to go
attack,
over. I have to.
Yeah.
I have to go to Katesh in order to heal him. So if you can do anything to distract it up close.
As you summon your
I
moonbeam
guess-
down. Okay, go ahead.
I will use my bonus action to cast Shalale Club so that it becomes a magic weapon. So,
Okay.
and then I can hold it threateningly, and then maybe draw his attention or something.
Okay.
But I don't really want to stand right next to it because that seems like a bad idea.
It's possible. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. As you summon the moonbeam and the radiant pale fire of the spell goes off, you hear the creature wail in pain, but it still looks at you. Katesh, I need you to give me a death saving throw.
So what does that?
Roll a d20.
Is that
Above a 10, really good. Below a 10, bad. A 1, really bad. 20, really good. Really good. Okay.
14?
Okay, so that's one success. Which means, if you get 3 successes, you stabilize. Okay? You get 3 failures.
Mhm.
If you get a 1, I believe it's 2 failures automatically. If you get a 20,
That's better than insta-death, like in the Holy Land system that I'm really familiar with.
yeah. 20, if I remember right, puts you stabilized at 1 hit point. You're not awake,
Yeah, but
you're,
one.
yeah, you're not dying either, so that's good. Okay, so 14. You got one death save throw. That's good. That's good. Okay, Oriana, is now your turn.
Okay.
This is quite curious. I wondered how you would manage against this.
Okay. I
So
come
you
up.
stand
I
on
guess
Katesh?
I land on top.
Okay.
Yeah. I run up to him. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Okay.
So that's 3. Hold on. Ooh, I rolled well. 24, 20, that's 28 hit points to you, Katesh.
Katesh, you
Wow,
are
that's good.
not dying anymore. You
Yeah.
have 28 hit points. I think that's more than your max.
And then as...
No, my max is 31. It's
Oh,
close
okay.
to my max.
Oh, that's right. You leveled down.
Oh, I was going to cast First Weapon.
Okay. You still have your spiritual weapon out. I haven't taken it away from you.
Oh, do I?
Uh-huh. Not
Okay.
enough time has passed for your spiritual weapon to dissipate. It's a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It hasn't
Then I
been a
have,
minute.
then I, as a bonus action, I send the spiritual weapon to go attack the spirit.
Okay. Okay, give me a
So
spell
it
attack.
needs,
Okay.
18.
Okay, 18 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage. That was force damage.
Oh, dang it. 5.
Let me make sure it's force damage and not radiant. Special stuff because undead. More pay. Spectral weapon. Get
It's force damage.
Okay. Yep. So, just the 5. Okay. Your scythe cuts into the... Seems to cut into it. The spectral form just kind of reels back at it and just looks at everyone. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Oriana is right there. Okay. Ori, the creature is going to make a melee spell attack against you, or a melee attack against you. That is a total of 17.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, and that is 1, 2, 3. It'll be a total of 11 necrotic damage as it reaches out and touches you, and just reaches through your form.
Oh, wait. Can I, I'm awake now, right?
You are awake.
Can I make it roll disadvantage since Oriana's literally next to me? As a reaction?
He still would have as a reaction this round because he's up.
That's a good question. Yeah, you can.
Cool.
Yes.
Maybe I'll make it miss. Sorry, I got to the party late. I forgot I was... Oh, that doesn't matter. It still rolled really well. I tried.
It rolled a 15, sorry. So the lowest roll was a 13 plus 4.
Yeah. Oh well. I tried.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
And then it will move, and then after that, I need each of you to make a DC 13 Wisdom save throw.
Is this a magic one?
This one is not, for certain. This is more about it looking ugly. And somebody is on top of it. Who is on top of it? The spiritual weapon is. Okay.
The spiritual weapon.
Okay, it's going to go incorporeal, and it will move. 1, 2, 4, 5. Go ahead.
Ah! Even with my subtractions, I rolled a 13. Yes!
Nice.
Woo!
Good.
My wisdom is terrible. Not today! Oh, and never mind. I've trained in my wisdom saving throws, so it's actually a +0. So I actually don't have any subtractions.
Nice.
Woohoo!
Okay, so what was the result so far? Kyrath, you do need to make a Constitution, or not a Wisdom saving throw as well.
What's happening? Oh, how'd it get way over here?
It
It
moved. It
Oh,
went
no.
incorporeal and moved. Hence, no opportunity attacks. Sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom saving throw. You have to be a 13.
That'd be 14.
Okay. Zeri, did you really roll a 2 plus stuff?
I rolled a 4.
Okay, you rolled the 4 total? Okay.
Yep.
You are considered... Everyone who rolled under a 13, I think that's just Oriana, you are frightened. You cannot go towards this creature for the next 1 minute. Any attacks you have on it is at disadvantage. You can repeat the saving throw at the end of your turn with disadvantage if you are if you're in sight of the Banshee. However, if you can break line of sight, you can also make it straight roll. And that's quite literally all she can do, because now Audric and Katesh are immune to it. But Aurea is frightened. Okay, that brings it to Kyrath, your turn. Audric, what you got? It's standing behind you right now, looking
Yeah.
menacingly.
I'm assuming if I step away from it, that it gets attack of opportunity on me.
That it would.
Okay, well then I will just use... I'm going to use my standard action to move over here.
Okay.
And then I don't think I can do anything with my move action. Or my bonus action. So... I'll just chill out. Wait, how did I move?
I moved you.
No, I moved the moonbeam over there.
Oh, you moved the
I
moonbeam
don't
over there?
Yeah.
That's a standard
I'll
action?
just stand here. Yeah. Because on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move the beam up to 60 feet in any direction.
Okay. So when it starts its turn there, you're going to get to roll some dice. Okay. You put moonbeam right next to him. Okay, where is my little sphere? There it is. Yay. Bright. Okay.
Is that supposed to cause an effect? I can't see an effect. Can other people see an effect?
Let me make it reveal Fog of War, because it should be. Off 2,
Nice.
3, here, 5. Ah, that's good. Let's go with a 5. Nah.
I don't see anything.
Okay. That's kind of sad. I thought you... Good. Audric, come here. Wait. You are revealing. Why are you not revealing? Okay. Can you see it now? No, not that.
No.
Okay.
Can other people see it?
I can, but I don't know about others. Can you see something right here?
No.
Okay.
No.
I know what it's supposed to be because I used them for my primeval map, so I have it lit. I don't know why I'm not seeing the light effect from it. Actually, I think I might be seeing the light effect from it. I'm just not. So the spheres, I think I'm seeing the effect of the light only on the Banshee though. I don't think I'm seeing it on the floor tiles for some reason.
That's weird. Okay, let me make it.
The Banshee looks really lit up, like really bright from the side.
Oh, I see a blue square now.
There we go.
Yeah, I see it blue. It's definitely there.
Okay, I changed it to blue. You can see the little ball now. Okay, that's your moonbeam. It's the only way to make it work. But okay. Other words, it's very bright.
Okay.
Okay. Audrey, that brings it to your turn, Katesh.
Well, rinse, repeat, murder with hammer, I guess.
Okay. What's your movement first? Because it takes half your movement to stand up.
Well, I can move 20. I can move 5 squares. Because I'm a gnome.
Don't paladins heal sometimes? maybe return the favor for someone who has 6 hit points left.
6? Whoa! I didn't realize I hit you that hard. Should have stayed over there.
Yeah.
I only have 23 hit points.
My cure wounds is
I'm very squishy.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll get up and well, I'll cure wounds from underneath, and then I'll move closer. Then I'll move next to Audric so I can make it a little disadvantage if it decides to attack it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll cast cure wounds. Okay, my mediocre, abysmal cure wounds ability at level 1 spell. It's gonna heal for so much health. It's gonna be great. Oops, why did I roll a 20? I have to roll an 8.
Please to be more than 1. Please.
Roll the correct die, please.
Where's a 6 plus 3, so 9 hit points.
Yay! That is helpful, thank you.
Oh, well, I'm gonna move next to Audric so that I can force disadvantage on its attack.
Okay. Would be Katesh. Okay, Oriana, your turn. Yeah.
Whose turn?
Your turn.
Oh. I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. I'm scared.
Yep. You're within 60 feet and you can see it. So long as you stay within sight of it, you are basically frightened. You have to break line of sight and succeed at the saving throw.
Are these doors over here open or?
They are closed.
No, don't open the doors. Evil stuff's gonna come out. Don't do it.
Yes. Open the doors. Open the doors.
Okay. So attacks I have are disadvantage. Does that count for my spiritual weapon? Because it's not frightened.
Your spiritual weapon is considered a ranged attack, and you're okay, I believe. Let me double check.
No, it's not a ranged attack.
It's considered a spell
it's
melee attack, which makes it
it's
technically
its own
a ranged.
entity.
Yeah. An frightened creature has disability on ability checks and attack rolls. This would be a straight roll then. You can move it closer, the weapon, since you are not moving closer technically, so it's it's one of those things where I'd probably have to look at the errata, and I'm not doing that because that's way too fumbly, and I dropped one die somewhere and I don't know where, and that sucks.
Okay.
Okay.
because I have to roll a what in order to overcome it?
At the end of your turn, you roll a wisdom saving throw. If you're within line of sight,
that's even better.
yeah. If you're
Okay,
within line of sight, it's at disadvantage though. So you have to break line of sight.
I'm gonna. As I action, I'm gonna cast Bless on myself, Audric, and Katesh. Which, whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to attack or saving throw. So you guys may add a d4 to your saving throws and attacks. That lasts for 1 minute and it's concentration. So I need to concentrate. So I'm gonna go run and concentrate somewhere.
Okay, your spiritual weapon dissipates.
Is
if I
there?
remember. Wait, the spiritual weapon was concentration, right?
No, spiritual weapon's not a concentration. No, it's not.
Okay.
That seems not fair.
Spiritual weapon is very.
That's why I was able. That's why I was
could
able
use
to
it
do
with
Maximilian
Maximilian.
Grasp.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. You may go
I
find
thought
your
of
spot.
this. I'll put this combo together.
It's just a duration, not
So
concentration.
I'm gonna find.
There are several doors you can run in. There's also the wall.
There's an open door. The open door we came through, right? That's still open.
Yes.
No,
it closed gently, but
Well, it's not latched shut though. So
yeah,
you
it's
should
not
be able to
latched
run
shut.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm just gonna go out that door and duck behind the wall.
Okay.
Duck behind the wall. And then as a bonus action, I'll send my spiritual weapon after it.
Okay. Go ahead and make your spell attack.
Well, that won't murder it. Whoopsie, guys! Whoopsie! I forgot how to do the things, apparently.
And then make your wisdom throw or saving throw if you want to break it.
One, two. Okay, 16 plus a d4. So that's 18 plus 18. You said wisdom? That's
Yep.
20.
Okay. You are not frightened. You steady yourself after you left the door and you're wondering why something like that would even bug you, but it still frightened you and you're over your fear now.
Yeah, as I see Oriana duck out the door, I'm like, I think she has the right idea. I think we should get out of here.
No, we have to just. It's just gonna chase us. We can't leave.
The look on Kyra's face was priceless.
Okay. Oh, I
His
didn't
look
push
was
it.
like, are you
Okay.
dumb?
Are you a paladin or not? Don't run away. We need to defeat this evil.
Okay.
The surface where like a bunch of people kill it. Seems safer.
Wow, I'll be sure to tell that to our innkeeper. Hey, you know this great dragon trail guy? Yeah, he wanted to run away after other people kill monsters for him. I'm sure he's a great hero.
Okay. Roll your damage for Moonbeam, Audric.
Should I roll 3d10 or 2d10?
I think Undead should have a weakness to Radiant, so go for it. 3d10. It doesn't make any sense that they wouldn't. That, and I think it's somewhere in the rolls, but I'm not looking it up right now.
15.
Okay. Since this is a special effect from your Moonbeam, how would you like this to end the life of to end the undead unlife of this creature?
Well, I guess it's supposed to be like white fire that materializes on it. So I guess it's already sort of wispy and white. So the white fire just sort of burns it to smithereens and then poof. So like the fire goes away and there's just not even ash left. Just nothingness. The smoke just burns into nothingness.
Okay. The ethereal form begins to catch fire as the moonbeam is sitting there next to it, and the fire begins to catch on the small wisps of clothing that seem to drift off, and it consumes it, the entire being, in a swift, dazzling fire before it cancels out. For you, just go over there for right now.
I look at Katash and it's like, wow, who knew that the great Katash Dragonfell is actually a scaredy cat and it can't even handle this little tiny monster.
Little tiny monster almost killed us. Right. Yeah. Skip that hold. Yeah, don't tell them that. We're like, I obliterated it with swing and it still came after me and like almost killed me. Yeah. Nice shot, by the way. We should put the other body inside the bag of holding. Oriana, we need the bag of holding.
We're gonna move the moonbeam over the body.
It's dead. Get it. Or yeah, so yeah, no, just move. Yeah, never mind. Just moonbeam that body. That like the dissolving. Like that was great. Just kill that one. And then let's get out of here.
I would not have expected such, but it is to be expected.
Is it dead? Is it gone? Oriana just peeks around the corner.
The idiot shadow eyes are still talking at us, but we should just leave now. I think.
I look back at the crystal thing and I was like, are you connected with the zombie knights and Leona?
I'm grabbing him by the cloak and pulling him out of the door.
Dude, I'm like, why does
I'm coming.
We're leaving.
No, we're not leaving.
Okay.
Okay.
He's just
You're
like
gonna
putting your
contest
cloak
it.
and
You
running
guys-
in
Opposing
place.
strength check.
You
Opposing
guys-
strength check.
Yep.
Okay,
You guys will
fine.
have to do an opposing strength check. Your human form versus your gnomish form. So go for it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a 13 for me.
That's gonna be a 5.
So, Audric, you turn to look at him and tell him, "Oh, are you gonna ask your question? Does this have anything to do with Leona and my sister?" And you feel yourself being drugged towards the door as the gnome paladin has grabbed you for some reason, and it's surprisingly strong. I mean, it's kind of different, but he's pulling you almost with
Unhand
ease.
me this instant or I'm moving this moonbeam on top of your face.
Object, come on, please, we have to go.
There are still other people
Okay,
that
did
don't
he
know
let go of
anything
me?
going on. Shush.
Unless you let go of me, I'm moving
Speaking
the
of
moonbeam
which-
onto him.
Fine, I'll let go of you. because you threatened me with
Object,
moonbeam.
let's go.
We
Object,
have to
please,
find out what this
please,
crystal is
please.
doing. We need to go back.
It's almost like we have an
Yeah,
unconscious
enemies,
prisoner person
alive.
back down the hallway we can just grab.
The
that should know
crystal
things.
is the boss. It clearly knows more than that unconscious.
Oh,
person.
John, he's gonna tell us and not just try and keep us here until more people show up. Right, brilliant. Let's just wait while he summons more undead monsters to kill us. Brilliant scheme.
Bonk, bonk, bonk,
Bye.
bonk,
What is that noise?
bonk.
I'm running.
notice
I take off to where we came
You
from.
notice a
That's
particular arcane
I'm
light
running.
lighting up the halls as it now appears that there are people exiting out the doors.
Yeah, I'm running. As soon as I hear the alarm, I should take off.
Okay. Go ahead and just move your run speed, your 12 squares.
I
Or-
get 14 squares.
Yeah.
Cause I'm super cool. Cause I'm.
Okay.
Oh, what are people? No, where are you guys going?
You behind, man.
We are going away.
Forget this. Let's run.
You are missing the boat here, sir. We're all leaving.
Okay. That's
I recommend wolf form and run.
Audric. You can hear. As it sounds like something very large is now coming down the hallway.
Okay, fine. I'll run away, but we're coming back here once we're healed up and we have a short rest.
I was like, Audra, grab the unconscious girl. Like, I don't care if it's like in your mouth. I don't care.
You want to
You're
grab
the
the
one who
unconscious
defeated me with the
girl.
strength check.
I'm way too small. That's not gonna work for me. I'm way too. I cannot carry her. Unless I lift her up on my magic hammer. That just has.
Just grab her by the boot.
As you reach and grab her by the boot, you hear some voices go, "No, stop her!" And some fire bolts are now unleashed. What are y'all gonna do?
I'm around the corner. I'm fine.
3.
I've already
2.
ran across the corner.
What do you mean?
There are
What?
fire bolts coming at or towards
Coming at who?
Katesh. Towards Katesh, because he's grabbing, or whoever's grabbing the body.
No, I'm not grabbing her. I'm walking. I'm running past her, saying, "Audra, grab the girl," because I can't pick her up. I'm tiny.
Okay, I guess I'm the one trying to grab her then.
Okay. Do you try to grab her?
Yep.
Okay. In that case, the fire bolts are going towards your vicinity. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to decide what you're going to do.
What's the definition of towards my vicinity? Like they're gonna hit the wall behind me?
Like they're
No, they're aiming for the girl.
Yep.
They're aiming for the girl.
They're aiming for the
Okay.
Trying to
girl.
kill her.
Since I'm right there, can I make
3,
them roll with disadvantage? I put my
I
shield
guess
up.
I'm just gonna try to
She's
jerk
not
her.
an ally. No. 3.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna try to jerk her out of the way.
Okay.
It's a disadvantage on the attack roll because my shield is in the way. It has nothing to do with whether or not.
But it says
That's
the rule is for the allies. You know what this
Okay, make an acrobatics check. With at penalty. Add a 5 to
You
it.
get to
Or
add
mi-
a +4 to it. So wait, what am I rolling? What penalty? A -5 penalty?
because
Do I get to add a 1d4 to it from bless?
from bless. You do. It's an ability check.
+5 -5. Okay, so I got a 6.
Okay. And doing a really quick thing because I think protecting her with the shield is actually kind of neat. It's not supposed to work that way, but let me find her stat block real quick. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. What's her armor? That would be cover. Oh, man. Okay. Okay, so, thing is, there are going to be some fire bolts that do hit her. Kylar, I want you to roll me a d6. Lower the better.
GM,
Yes?
am I allowed to do anything?
Yes, you are.
Can I cast Shield of Faith on the girl?
Yes, you can if you have line of sight of her, which you barely do, I think. I'll allow it. Yeah, go ahead. As in her.
Okay.
Okay.
Her AC it goes up by 2.
Okay. So it would bring it up to a total of 20. What was their spellcasting modifier again? Because they rolled an 18 on their attack roll. That's what makes it really hard. It's a 21. Okay. Kylar, roll me a d4 and subtract it from your d5 from your d6.
Of course.
4.
Before.
Okay. drops it down to 4. Anything else? Okay. Prone target range attacks. Okay, they do have disadvantage on range attacks, so you do get that since she's prone. Brings it down to 20
I don't want to roll like
on
that
the,
when I have.
That's it. That brings it down to 20 for the attack roll. Her AC is currently 20. With everything helping her. Okay? So, as you guys
can I
rush
also,
to grab
can
her.
I do an additional shield of faith on top of that?
No.
They do those stack.
No.
Those
No,
stack.
it's not how. It's not.
That does not stack.
Shoot.
What happens, though, however, is as you guys, or as Audra hears the fireballs, or the fire bolts being casted and being launched at her, you grab her by the ankle and pull her with you. And Katesh, you step in front and guard her with just a little bit. And Oriana, you turn around and place your hands out. And you hear Elune say, "I'm with you." And a shield covers the body of the lady, and each one of the bolts hits it and barely misses her form each time. Like,
We're
barely
good, man.
misses. Get that golem in here now! As the alarms continue to blare, you guys have got a prisoner. Whoever's carrying her can run at 3/4 speed.
Audric!
Audric, you should really turn into a wolf right now.
How am I going to climb up a ladder?
Choose you.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. You can just jump. It's only like 6 feet. You're a wolf. You can't jump 6 feet.
As y'all run around the corner and run up the stairs, you get to the ladder and start climbing up it. Who is first? Who is first up the ladder?
I reached the ladder. I reached the ladder first, but I'm gonna turn around, and I'm gonna let my friends go first, and I'm gonna hold my action to cast Firebolt to whatever enemy comes around that corner first.
Okay. Who's first up the ladder then?
I guess then it would be me, probably.
As you climb the top rung and you reach up there, there's a bookshelf there's a wood panel right in front of your face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm just smashing. I don't care. Well, no, it's
Just use
really
the
easy,
handle.
right? Yeah, I'm just gonna just
didn't
slide
like it.
it.
Okay, you reach
handle.
over, slide it over, and it seems to slide really easily, and slides over. You get up and get out. Oriana, I'm going to put you right here, because I do want you to see this. And you three can come over here. And Oriana, as your friends round the corner and continue out, you see a large, hulking form that doesn't like things, or doesn't like my squares, and comes through the door, barely fitting. And I don't know if you can see it yet. You should be able to.
Yeah, I see
Yeah, I
it.
can
Okay.
see it.
Pretty sure Oriana just cast Firebolt as a reaction, just like a.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and cast. Go ahead. Where's my stats? Oh, there it is.
Oh. 12.
12 total. Okay. As you let loose the
Yeah.
firebolt, you've been holding on to, and you let it go. This sudden shock just startled you to see this big form just go through the entrance of the little cubby hole that you're in, and the firebolt misses its head. Not even to the point where it looks over and goes, and it rears up its hand. And then that's where you grab the ladder and I'm guessing run, right? Unless you want to get hit. Sarion is frozen on my
Did
screen.
Audric go up? Has Audric gone up yet?
Yes, he's gone by you.
Okay. Then I'll go up. Yeah.
Okay. You hear a large thud right behind your feet. As he swung to attack, and I'm just going to do this just because I want to see how close he would have been to you. Ooh, that would have been really close. His attack roll? Oh no. Yeah, that would have been really close. Like, barely, it takes your shoe off. As the ladder below you is now destroyed, and part of the concrete as well. As yeah, that's about the sound you're making as you're coming up, pulling yourself up out of the cubby hole, going. All right, you three are now back in the room. Let's save this just in case. Yeah, you guys are now back at the room, at the house, and are now staring at a bookshelf that is kind of, it's okay, it hasn't moved, but it's definitely looking like it's been shaken. Okay, so Oriana, right here, and where's Katesh? No. That's one. Katesh, you. And Audric. Oof. There we go. Alright. And all three of you. Oh, I need that cord. That body. Okay. Hopefully I don't have it in that one. Means it's over here in this one.
I was like, where did Katesh go? But because I'm looking at an angle where I'm looking directly head on, like sideways under his tokens, so invisible. Yeah.
I am a silver disc on the ground.
A very tall lady. She's not so tall now. Okay. That'll work. Okay. You now have the body, or you now have a prisoner with you. She's not looking good, but she's unconscious. She seems to be alive. There's a pulse, but
Oh, she needs help.
yeah, she
kind of
was.
bashed her skull in with my hammer.
Yeah, somebody went a little nuts with the hammer on her. She's looking bruised. Like, she's not had a good day at a gym. Her face is kind of purple and puffy now.
I'll
Not good.
cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Okay.
Can we maybe not be in here? Can we maybe I don't know?
Yeah,
go back
we should
to where
get
everybody
back
else
to.
was?
Yeah.
Well, if
I
you want
still
to
am holding the
survive
lady, so I
long enough
just
to
keep
get this
walking
place.
out the door.
Right.
Ooh, she will be dead.
Remember, next time I say we should get out of there.
14.
We should just get out of there because
14.
clearly a
Okay.
trap. Clearly a trap. He just wanted to talk to us so the giant monster, whatever thing was making a loud thumpy sound, could come kill us. Kind of really close.
Surely someone who killed a
Okay.
dragon can deal with a tiny little thing like that.
Oh, you two, quit your fighting
I
and
wouldn't-
complaining.
with
We've
a
got
plan,
things to
with,
do.
also-
Boys, shut up.
A
We
group
have to
of
take her
20
to-
paladins and
take her
everybody else
somewhere.
died, so I don't see how that's a great yeah, I killed the dragon, but everybody died. It
I'm
was not
picking
a
the
good-
girl up
it's
and
not a
throwing
happy
her over
story.
my shoulder and walking out.
No, I'm already walking away with her. I'm already outside the building.
Give me the girl. Don't I have the girl? Don't I have the girl? Don't I have...
No, I'm tired of hearing you guys fight. I pick her up I take her from you and I put her on my shoulder and I walk out.
Okay.
You guys are clearly in the middle of something. I wouldn't want to interrupt you.
Okay. The gnome and the human are having a little discussion. The night elf comes over and picks up the body, or picks up the prisoner, and walks out. Gentlemen, what are you doing? Audrey,
I was trying to
charge
walk
has-
there while holding her and yelling
Okay.
at Katesh walking. But I guess I was just so distracted arguing that as I'm walking, Oriana faster and grabs the body off of my shoulder.
Yep.
So I'm still walking after Oriana. I just am suddenly no longer holding the body.
Yeah, that's basically what happened. As you're walking, the body was just taken from you and like, okay. Listen here,
I'm like
you little
speed
kind of
walking
fool.
away from them.
Yeah.
I quickly speed walk to catch up to her and leave the short gnome in the dust.
They have left you in the dust, Katesh. Are you going to follow them or at the same pace, or are you just going to go, fine?
You know, I'm not gonna sprint after them. I'm just gonna walk quickly after them.
Okay. As you walk quickly after them, it seems to be y'all weren't in there too long, 20 minutes, maybe. Seems to be afternoon seems
Feels
to
like
be
we were in there
nice.
for a week.
I know, right? Doesn't seem to be too bad. The marketplace is starting to get a little busier. 3 o'clock, and everybody seems to be coming out trying to catch the end of the day deals. That, and everybody's trying to figure out what they want for supper and everything else. It takes you guys a little bit longer, but you finally make it to back to the. I had a name for this at one point. Back at the meeting hall. It's just the meeting hall for now. Do. Yoink! You 3 or 4, come. Okay. And
As
you
soon as
guys
I walk
enter
into the
in.
meeting hall.
Okay, so he has left. He has left. Those 2 have stayed. He has left. Elune has left as well. Okay, that leaves. Lorthamar is gone. Rin has gone as well. Greymane has gone. You 2 have left as well. It seems to be almost bare, but there are a few people still left. It seems like Arthas and Jaina have been consulting and are now trying to figure out what in the world is now going on. And Lady Prestor is there helping, trying to. And Thrall himself, Thrall and Vol'jin are kind of being very pensive and very trying to figure out what in the world this all means. Gallywix is gone. Illidan is gone. Both Malfurion, Tyrande, and Gen, Greymane are all gone. Anuli is still over in the corner looking. He seems to be going hard after his investigations. And that's what you see.
I walk in and I come up to the center of the room and I just kind of dump her on the ground and I say, "Look, everybody, we were productive and we found someone who can maybe tell us things. Probably not tell us that much. But anyway, we found bad guys and we killed most of them."
You don't
We
kill
killed
them.
hardly any of them. There's still a whole
That
cult
is-
in the sewers. We need to dispatch a force immediately to the sewers to uncover the source of this mystery.
What he said. I totally go for that. Yeah, there's an undead cult running around in the sewers. And so it's kind of a serious. There's like this green.
I was getting
eyes
to
staring
that.
out of it, and it just turned the lady into a. I think it was I don't know, some sort of specter of some sort.
And they're the ones who
Yeah.
were responsible for disabling the anti-magic field here. So
Yes,
they're clearly
so
linked
clearly
with
related.
the zombie knight
Clearly.
things. We need to
Yes.
dispatch a force immediately.
Yes.
I was
Arthas,
going to say all of those things.
Arthas and Jaina both look at each other knowingly, and then they nod to each other and go, "Very well. Where was this house that you left?"
I describe how to get to the house.
Okay.
It's
And
apparently in the super invisible district where the secret evil death coven can live when nobody knows.
something like that. It's not necessarily Death Coven. There's more at work here than what you got. Lady Prestor kind of walks up and goes, "What name do we have for this cult?"
Oh right. Oh, that was what I was so concerned about was the name of it. Right, that's what I was.
I
You
think
said
it's
it was
something.
a cult.
I think it's the Twilight something.
Twilight something? So the Twilights.
Well, why don't we just interrogate this woman here, or read her mind, or something?
Very
Can you read minds? I can't read minds.
Well, we can't read her mind just yet.
Wait a minute!
Defensive walls are still- what?
Wait. Pretty sure the last time she was conscious, she thought her god was talking to her in her mind. We may want to just keep going with that when she wakes up. It'd be the easiest way to get information from her.
I mean, that voice thing works pretty well, but like it's a lot brighter down to like here. I'm not sure we can pull off.
Oh, that's so let's just set up. We'll just set up a little room. Set up a room that looks dark and menacing. We have enough spells of illusion and magic users here. We can set up something convincing for just a low level god lady.
Oh, of
She wasn't
course.
telling us very
Easy.
useful information with that method. I don't think we should.
Yeah, she just seemed really scared. out
But
of her
we
mind
would know it
for
would be
little
true.
information, so.
Jaina puts her hand
She
up
would
and
give
says,
us.
"All right,
It seems.
we will see what we can do for the prisoner. Guards." And snaps her fingers. A few guards come in and cuff this young lady and bind her, take away any weapons from her, and take her off. At which edit, Lady Prestor.
Okay, wait, no.
follows
Before the guard walks away, I walk up to the guard and I was like, "If she escapes or any misfortune befalls her, I am holding you and your family personally responsible."
The guard looks at you and
Oh, we're
goes,
threatening families now? Like, what on earth?
"Alright."
Oh, but I'm bad. Just I wanted to run away from a clearly obvious trap, but no, we can just threaten families of innocent guard people. Perfect plan, Audrey.
Well, Atrik's in a
He's an
mood.
idiot.
He's worried that his other sister is in trouble. Well, no, he's not. Don't be rude.
Either way, the guard gives you a weird, puzzled look. If you want to actually intimidate him, roll intimidation.
Sure, why not?
If you... Okay.
I'm gonna smash you with my hammer.
I've got to see this.
15.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
Oh my.
The guard looks at you and goes, "Yes, sir. I'll make sure she's well taken care of. Don't worry." Who's that guy? And he walks off with his partner and is like, "Who is that guy? Did you see that feral look in his eyes? My word! Oh, glad I'm single. Oh."
Audrey.
And they both leave, as well as Lady Prestor. She leaves as well.
Audrey, was that really
Yeah, stay there,
necessary?
please.
When she turns up dead in 3 hours, you'll think that was less necessary.
I'll
You
think
mean
that
more
was
than
less than
necessary?
necessary.
You mean more than necessary? You mean more than necessary, Audrey?
I think you
No, I
meant
mean
more.
less than
Yes.
necessary. As in, it was actually necessary to do even more than. Because she'll still end up
That's
dead.
not how the phrase. That is not.
I don't think. No, I don't. He grew up in the wild. He was raised by wolves. He doesn't know how phrases work. We'll talk about it later.
Lady Presto has gone with it should be alright. I don't foresee anything at the moment.
It's fine. Audric's just in a bit of a mood. He gets this way when something tries to kill him. At any rate, just make sure she stays alive so we have enough time to interrogate her later. Speaking of which, though, my friends and I are a little banged up and tired. We're probably gonna go get our wounds licked a little if you guys can keep things down here.
You're hurt. How are you hurt? And the towering frame of Arthas Menethil comes walking up towards you guys.
I'm fine. I almost died from the vector thing. I don't know exactly what it did to me, but Mariana seemed to fix me, so
You saw an
I'm pretty much good.
undead. Alright. We will take care of that, but first, your wounds.
There's a lot. I'm feeling there's more undead down there. There was like this really big booming sound, like something really big was walking near us. I don't really want to know what that was.
And there was
Oh,
an
it's like a
arcane
big
crystal
fleshy monster.
with glowing eyes that was speaking to us.
It was a giant flesh monster. Oh yeah, I've seen those before. Yeah, no, you don't want to go near those.
We'll take care of this. Give it a full, thorough investigation.
I would suggest just like jets of
but
flames
but-
just
but
all the
I-
way down in the sewers. Ignite the methane gas. Poof. Problem solved.
Yes, but that would cause a problem with the rest of the city. We don't want to do that, but I do understand your concern. Yes, lady.
I have bruises on my body. Would appreciate any help.
No problem. Let me find my spell list.
I would also appreciate some help.
He's a high-level paladin with special stuff. Why are you not working for me? No.
Fortunately for Katesh, I'm a better healer than he is.
Anyways, let's just go with whatever I want, because I can't find the spell list, so oh well. Oh, there we go. Aha. I hope you understand the power that you're about to, or the spell you're about to receive does not come cheaply. But I do thank you for going after this and helping to defend my city. We will take every single one of these, evidences to heart, and we will search out the city as much as we can. Cast this slot of 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because why not?
Ooh.
Alright, that will be a total of 20. Let's make it 26. He's got a 5 spellcasting modifier at least. So everybody gets back 26 or 25 health.
Nice.
Oh, everybody?
Everybody. Yep.
That puts me at max.
Good.
Ooh.
Oh wait, I'm not frightened anymore.
Yeah, you're not frightened. But as Arthas pulls his hand back, the power of the light fades from his eyes, and he looks at each one of you. Looks like he used a fairly good chunk of his power, but he still has quite a bit left. And he goes to turn towards some of the guards and looks to be heading out towards a security recon and is going to direct. Probably against the wishes of Jaina, his new wife, and against the captain of the guard, who's like, the king should not be looking after the things of the city like that. But I understand, Your Majesty. We do what you say, and they go off exploring. Jaina herself stays behind a little bit and looks at all three of you. So, you three went down to the sewers to find a group of people.
Well, so we saw that there are the stones that have the nullifying magic field. There was one that was missing. Well, Oriana saw it. I grabbed it, smashed it with my hammer. Aldrich smelled it, traced the scent back to this study room. Had a bunch of books and study papers on like not great types of magic and stuff. Found a secret doorway hidden behind a bookshelf. Went down. Knocked that girl unconscious. Investigated further. Then we went to this room that was bigger, had like this, I don't know, the spellcaster guy, Scott, I think his name was. Yeah, his name was Scott, right? I hope that's his real name, because if they're stupid enough to use his real name, like, that's gonna be way easier to pay attention to.
It's either
The fact that a missing
Scott,
dude named Scott.
It's either Scott or Squat. We haven't.
Scott.
We're not determined yet.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, he could have been
Crystal's got
Squat.
a weird accent,
All
but
right.
definitely Scott. So if you find a missing person in the registries of people who are supposed to live here,
Definitely.
whose name's Scott, he's your dude. He's
I
dead
wouldn't
now.
have said
Anyway,
definitely.
I heard Scott.
It could be
was
Squat.
Scott.
It could be. But I
it's not
still
relevant to
maintain
this.
it could be
Can we
Squat.
keep going?
I would
I'm
look for
summarizing the story. Okay, so we walk into this room, right? And so there's two people. There's this one, the Scott, the spellcasting guy. He's standing next to
And
us.
before we went in, they were in the middle of casting a ritual
What?
spell.
Oh, right. Yes, Scott was doing a ritual thing. What he was doing on this chanty thing, but we kind of just like blew the whole lid off of that. So we don't really know what he was doing because we killed him. Because he was doing bad stuff. But he was talking to the shadowy-eyed thing in the green crystal. Or maybe that he showed up after that. I think they were maybe waiting for him to show up. Because it seemed like when we came to the room, I had a darkness spell cast, and it seemed like, is that a sign from you, Master? So I think we may have gotten to them before they actually talked to him. Anyway, I don't know if the ritual was to summon him and make the communication still work, or if they were trying to summon something else for the city. I don't know what they were doing. Anyway, so we killed both of them. This guy seemed to know Oriana, at least. Know that she was shadow warrior person, whatever.
The Night
Didn't
Warrior.
really-
Night Warrior of Elune.
Night Warrior. Right, sorry. Night Warrior. That just happened, okay? I'll remember the name. I like titles.
It's
I like
an
Night Warrior.
important title.
I'll remember it, okay? So next time I'm telling a village, like, ooh, she's the Night Warrior. I'll get it right. Anyway, also seem to know that things about Audric somehow. Something sisters, something, I don't know. Anyway, clearly was just stalling for time. Turned the lady that we killed in the room into like a specter thing that almost killed me and Oriana. We managed to defeat that, and then we were all trying to leave, but then Audric was like, oh no, I have to find out something about sisters, because like the guy's clearly gonna not just be luring us places. Alarms went off, we booked it out of there, grabbed the girl on our way out. And I think, I don't know, Oriana, you seemed pretty scared when you came up to the thing. Did you see something? Like, it was right, yeah, you saw the fleshy monster golem thing, right? Flesh golem, I think that's what it's called, if I remember. I think that's what we called it. Yay, Paladin School. Anyway, yeah, so there's some giant flesh monster down there. Probably some other undead stuff. And there's also still some humans that can cast fire bolts. So there's still some mages down there too. But we managed to
Very
get
well.
out, and we brought it here. So we don't really know what else. We couldn't really move the crystal. It seemed pretty durable. We were trying to destroy it. I totally forgot. I picked up a sliver of the crystal. I don't know if that would help anybody at all. I don't think we can do anything with it. So you guys can use it for anything. I don't really want to carry it around in case like shadowy eyes can come to the sliver and spy on me, because that would be real creepy. But you guys can use
possible,
it.
but-
You're pulling out this little sliver. I don't know if it's useful.
Okay. She extends her hand and takes it with the glove on. Very well. I will investigate this and figure out what it is. This came off the crystal, you said?
Yeah, the crystal that had the shadowy eyes that was talking to us like with this really weird accent and very vague terms, but somehow thought we were supposed to know exactly what was going on. I do not understand. What's the point of villain monologuing if they're not actually going to give us details? Like, oh my goodness. Clearly it was just like,
Well, they were giving us details when you yanked us out of the room.
did you want to get eaten by the flesh golem? I don't think so.
Also, I look like I'm about to start casting a spell, like maybe ritual detect magic, and then I'm like, stupid anti-magic field!
Yes.
Do you
Yeah.
see? Do you see what I'm working with here? There's no place for this makes life as
There are
a priestess
worse.
very difficult.
There are worse things to work with, but I can see why you have your trial of patience before you. But nonetheless, I
have big trouble and little trouble.
I will investigate this sliver, and we will see what happens. If you so desire, after you've had maybe something to eat or rested up a bit, you can go see the prisoner. He should be at the guard barracks, down the way and to the left, and you should be able to visit in on Lady Presto's interrogation. She can be quite She can enjoy that part of her job quite well. So do be careful.
Oh, right. Forgot to mention, yeah, the other people definitely didn't want us to escape with her because they cast firebolts at her to try and kill her before we could get her out. So they weren't even aiming for us when we were running away. They were trying to kill her. So she clearly might know something that's important. I don't think she knows a lot because they kind of stuck her on the outskirts and we heard them talking. They don't really seem to like her that much, but she knows something.
Okay. Yes, we will definitely figure this part out. But thank you.
Also,
very much.
you know, there are a few more alive down there. If you want to capture them alive, also, probably wouldn't hurt.
I do believe the others are being taken care of by Arthas. And assuming they survive that, we will interrogate anyone who survives. Let's just say that. If not, we can always have one of our priests encourage their form to tell us what we want to know. And is there anything else? And
This Banshee lady was very scary.
banshees generally are.
I was a little frightened, I must admit. I do apologize, guys, for running out on that bit. It was just, I was a little scared.
No, that was the right idea. I don't know why Audrey was like, we'll just stay in here with the other body that can be resurrected by the skull. Like, I don't know why on earth did you want to stay in that room. That was clearly a bad idea. Everybody, we should have just been leaving. I was trying to leave the room before the resurrection even took place, okay? Like, leave the room with the guy who's obviously stalling.
I was under the impression that paladins were incapable of running away from evil, but apparently that was untrue.
I prefer to live to tell people about the information so that we can actually stop the problem.
Oh, yes, that's very heroic of you.
Well,
Audric, are you certain you're not just taking this a teeny bit personal because your sister was involved? I mean, really, if
Your
we were
sister?
by ourselves and your sister weren't involved, you and I would have ran away.
Oh,
Pretty
right.
quickly.
Yeah, so the lady that came in here and ran and dropped the bag of whatever. Yeah, that was one of Audric's sisters. Ooh, super dead.
we found out
Super
what,
death,
what was
super-
in the bag. It's not a pretty sight. It was.
Was it a head?
It was Gen Greymane's son. And she puts the
Yeah,
small
these people
sliver
seem
into a
super
small glass
nasty.
vial. And stores it away. Alright. We'll go ahead and make sure we get all this taken care of and investigated. I have a little bit of work to do and I need to go someplace where I can do my work. And she snaps her finger trying to cast a spell, and it's like, yeah, she's trying to say, I'm gonna go leave this area because I can't do my thing. So then, I shall bid you all farewell. Anulia is still looking into the crystals over there, the portal. So if you want to, you may ask him, or you can go do whatever you wish. Now, with that, I will bid you a good day, and Jaina then leaves. Where are you? Alright, you have gone that way. You have gone that way.
Yeah, the real question I have after all of this is, like, I was looking maybe we'd actually have found the magic nullifying crystal. Can those fit inside of bags of holding? Because isn't that kind of like a magic? How does a bag of holding, stay a bag of holding in a non-magic field? That doesn't really make any sense. Like, I've read a lot of
You
books.
seem
I've never
very
seen how that
fixated
works
on
out.
bags of holding.
I'm glad
Oh, really
Anulia's not
useful.
over there at the
Like,
moment.
Like, if you can
Oriana
put a magic
holds her
nullifying
bag of
thing
holding a
inside
little
of a
tighter.
bag
Okay,
of
I'm going to
holding,
go
and then
take
you
a
can
bath. Goodbye.
And then you could just pull it out, in combat against a bunch of mages, and then just bash their skulls in. Like, that would be really, really, really useful.
I
'Cause then
thought
you could cast
taking
spells if
baths
you
was
wanted to,
against
by
how
putting
you
it
were
back in the bag.
raised.
That not be very.
What do you mean?
very
That's what
bad juju,
streams
Thrall.
and lakes and
You want to
ponds
go?
and rivers are for.
You want to go?
And
I thought you
Maybe.
just licked yourself.
Not after I've been in a sewer.
Well, why not? The regular animal would do that.
But I think we should leave now. Let them have their moment and Thrall and Vol'jin start walking away.
Yeah, I don't think Oriana or Audric are paying attention to anyone else.
Nope.
I'm very curious. I didn't realize you actually baked. This is new information for me. I just always assumed you licked yourself off in the corner somewhere.
I'm not actually a wolf.
But you were raised by wolves, and I would assume they would have taught you their ways.
That doesn't mean I can't appreciate the value of superior technology such as bathing and a language and magic, all of which wolves do not use. And yet I embrace those.
I suppose that there is a logic to that.
And clean his armor off. He's leaving.
Goodbye, Katesh!
Okay, Katesh, you're walking out, heading towards.
Well.
What was it? You're in. I can't remember the end off the top of my head. I should know this.
It is
The last drop.
Last drop.
Wasn't it?
Last drop.
His inn is the last drop. Y'all's is the moonlit inn.
I look at Audric and I say, well, you have fun with that. And I cast prestidigitation on myself. Clean myself up, put my garment back in order and
Except
everything.
that prestidigitation fails because we're in the anti-magic field.
Yep, you snap your fingers and reach down to put your garments in order, and
You snap your fingers and I'm like,
you can
I know,
still
right? See,
smell
it's
the
really
sun-
annoying
the
to be in this
sewer
anti-magic
on you.
field.
What's annoying? I was snapping my fingers like, you have fun! I don't know what you mean. Anyway, I should probably go speak with Elune.
Alright.
Also, just off topic, totally unrelated, that's the section where the magic fields ended, right?
That's the what? Where who ended?
The magic field, that's where it's ended, right? It's active, magic can be done there.
Oh, yes.
Totally
Mhm.
off topic. I just question. Great! Nice. Ha! Nice, see? Okay, she walks out.
Ah, yes, I see.
Close her down. Kind of holds her head down and walks off.
Anuli is currently levitating at this particular area with a small step stool like right below his feet, so that just in case he lands on that, and he's trying to affix a crystal there as you're walking over Oriana.
As soon as I crash into the threshold so I can use magic prestidigitation, I clean up. I redress my garments, I get rid of any blood, and I also freshen up so that I, smell good. Put some perfume on.
Okay, I'm not going to be mean. I'll let you do it. I was going to have you make an initiative roll to see if you beat Anuli putting the crystal back, but I'm not going to be that mean. As you do so, a second right after you do so, you notice the same oppressive field just go boom, and go over the entire room as Anuli just comes down on top of the step stool and makes his way slowly down it. There, that's better.
Why'd you do that? It was way more fun when there was a spot we could use magic.
Yes, but protocol is still protocol. We've got to make sure that this room stays secure. Can't have any errant fireballs going into the center and killing everyone. But
Protocol schmotocol. When have we ever followed protocol?
true. But it's been a while. How are you?
Oh, same old, same old. Still have people trying to kill me. I met a friend, Audric. Been traveling with him for a couple of years now. The smaller one is a new addition. We'll see how he turns out.
All
And
right.
you?
Pretty good as far as So far, anyways. Um, been just teaching in Dalaran. It gets kind of boring, and at the same time, very exciting. Some of the stuff some of the students come up with just makes you shake your head. I think one of them tried to blow me up last week.
I feel like maybe you should have safety restrictions. I remember we had a discussion about this once, and you sort of brushed it off. But maybe with death on the line, safety restrictions might be something to put in place.
It was more of an
with children who
alchemical.
can cast firebolts.
It was more of an alchemical test, but they introduced magic into it, which was against the rules. They failed that particular subject, but if they keep it up, I'm going to have to take away their... I'm going to have to take away some of their privileges. Anyways, what did you find?
Well, the usual. Death and destruction. Undeath, too. We found this cult calling themselves something Twilight. They, They seem to have some kind of secret base here, and they were performing some kind of ritual. Not exactly sure what, but the creature inside this crystal that they were performing in knew that I was the Night Warrior and knew things about me. I mean, not that exactly I was keeping that I'm a Night Warrior very secret, obviously. I'd want to tell everybody about that. It's pretty cool. But anyway.
Huh. Curious.
A little surprising.
Yes, that is. I wonder why. Oh well. Where are you staying here? I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to answer your letter. I got it 2 days ago and was working on a reply.
Where am I staying?
The Moonlit Inn.
Moonlit
I
Inn.
think that's what it is.
I'm
Moonlit View. View.
Moonlit View.
Yeah. All right.
I'm staying there. It's fine. I didn't think you would be able to reply to my letter very quickly. It was more just to let you know that things were still okay.
Yes, I figured as much, but still, you know me. I like to make sure the questions are answered. But the Moonlit View, huh?
Yeah. Well, it was provided for us. We get to stay there for free, so
Ah, so you are part of Gingrimin's entourage.
Well, I guess sort of by association. Audric is a pretty important part of the whole thing, so I'm friends with him. I just sort of tag along.
All right. Well, at least it seems like you two are quite capable, as well as your other one, the gnome. I saw him riding the wolf earlier and figured.
Yes,
Figured
he's
he would.
New addition. But they're both just purely friends. We're just traveling together. We work well together, but that's the extent.
Yes, that's good that you work well together. I'm glad you're safe, Ori.
So am I. To be honest, it's been quite a weird, dangerous couple of days.
Yes, it seems that you've had quite the excitement. Some of the tales from the docks have gotten to my ears, and you weren't out there on the seas with the gnome, were you? She claimed that there was a giant kraken who tried to eat a night elf, but that she single-handedly destroyed it.
There was a gnome on a ship. I don't remember a kraken. There was a gnome I didn't particularly like. And we trained her quite often.
Interesting. Okay, so that's what I was thinking. I had to double check. It was such a tall tale. I had to make sure. She visited Dalaran a couple of days ago and had to tell everyone about all her entire adventures, about the silly little doggy who jumped into the ocean, and then this night elf priestess that she claimed was useless, but I had to make sure.
What was a dog? I don't know. It's all really quite a blur.
We asked him about what about the dog? What dog? No.
You're not here. You're not here.
Oriana just feels a shiver in her spine. She's like, "Oh, there was something about a dog. I mean, she liked the dog too. It wasn't just me." And
you're not here. So,
wait, there's a tale of a dog mentioned in this?
There was. Apparently, it jumped into the sea, chasing its own tail, and then she had to save it. Again, single-handed. It's one of the reasons why I wanted to double-check everything, because she was talking about heroics that couldn't possibly have happened single-handedly anyways. It would have required at least a couple of people, factually speaking.
Well, most of it's true. Most of what you hear about me is true.
Some
As
of
always.
it. The stuff I hear about
No,
you through the
you're
grapevine
required
is-
to believe. You're required to believe every crazy thing you hear about me. I'm that awesome.
Ori, I know you. But perhaps you could tell me about your trip over here. Say over dinner?
Sure. Where do you want to go? I don't really know any place besides the Moonlit Inn and the Last Drop.
I know the Moonlit Inn has fantastic night elf cuisine. I've not had a chance to sample some of the locale yet. There's also a few other places we could go. The Last Drop is supposed to have some of the best ales of dwarven make that they can possibly brag about. But I do have a few other places if you would like. There's also a seafood place down by the docks.
The seafood sounds good.
Very well. Then I shall we say, closer to dusk? Maybe an hour before dusk. That way we can have a moment to get ready and take a nice stroll out there.
Sure. That sounds like it could be fun.
Very well. All right. I have a few things to take care of and order, but I shall see you at the Moonlit View, and we'll take a nice walk through the docks, across the sea, maybe on the beach, and then to the seafood place. I'll need to find out what the name is.
I'll be at the Moonlit Inn View thing when you're ready.
All right. I shall see you later then. I've got a few more things to finish up, but all right. I'll see you then. And he's doing his normal stumbling thing that he tends to do on occasion, and is almost fumbling over words and so forth, and almost backs up into the wall kind of thing a couple of times and finds the door finally and heads out.
I kind of like check to make sure I'm like still decent, and then I go back to the moon to the inn.
All right.
Rest up.
As everyone departs from the meetings, the meeting room, we will go ahead and call it here. Everybody is heading back to the inns, resting up, recovering, enjoying a nice meal or bath or whatever event you wanted to take care of. And we will end it and call it for the night. Thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys had fun. It was quite enjoyable. I was wondering how you were going to handle some of that stuff. And with that, Twitch, good night. YouTube, good night. I hope you guys have a good night and God bless.